Hi, my name is Ken Miyagishima, and I am running for Governor of the state of New Mexico.
First question, 3 minutes. How has food insecurity impacted your life or the lives of those you care about?
So I started my business in 1985, and I actually had a office mate who was a former nun by the name of Marcia Kerrigan. And she told me she helped start a food bank in Las Cruces called Casa de Peregrinos. So for a number of years, she would share with me, her and Sister Rose Kidd, how they started this and what it was for. So for all those years, I've been a huge supporter of that food bank. And I recognize that Roadrunner distributes food to not only them there in Las Cruces, but others throughout state of New Mexico. So this is an extremely important organization, one that is we have to make sure your existence stays here forever.
Okay. Question 2. If elected governor of New Mexico, under your leadership, what top priorities and goals would you have to increase food security in New Mexico?
So I was mayor of Las Cruces from 2007 to 2023. And we always made sure that Casa de Peregrinos was funded properly. And I would work often with Lorenzo Alba, the director there. And it got to the point where I said, Lorenzo, it's going to get to the point where I want to make the distribution or allocation to Casa de Peregrinos automatic, an annual event. Nothing that, because every year they would have to actually apply. I mean, it's to the point where we're always going to have people who need access to food. It's not going to diminish, it's not going to go away, it's not going to reduce. That would be nice, but I don't see that happening. If anything, it's going to constantly increase. You're seeing so many challenges in the federal level that reducing funding that we need to make sure. So getting back to your original question, as governor, with my allocation, which is basically 1/3 of the state's budget, I will make sure that Roadrunner Food Bank has the money that they need to exist and distribute food throughout the state as they currently do.
Question 3, 60 seconds.
Okay.
What is the first action that your administration would take to help New Mexicans facing food insecurity, and why?
You know, one of the things that I believe that New Mexico does is help administer SNAP, and I think that's important to make sure that that money is there. If it's not, we need to take it over and make sure that the existence of funding is there. Also, when I was mayor, I made sure that on the off days when school was out, that we could utilize those kitchens for food for our kids to be able to have access to meals, breakfast and lunch when school's out. Also, it isn't just about access, but also affordability. So one of the things I want to do to encourage businesses to move here, I've been looking at reducing the income tax rate for businesses. Right now, the maximum is 5.9%. If we drop it down a little bit less, I'm willing to actually, instead of them paying taxes, if they're willing to donate money or portion of their, whatever it is that they owe, instead of paying taxes basically, they would then use that to distribute or give money to food banks so that they basically are paying the same amount, but they're at least buying food with this instead of it going to taxes.
Question 4, 20 to 60 seconds. What is your favorite New Mexican dish?
Green chili chicken enchiladas with sour cream. Second is red chili enchiladas with meat, onions, cheese with 2 eggs on top, over medium.